look to pot the black. In the very same pocket, he pots the yellow. From that shot, I can assume that he's going on for the center, which is on the other side of the table, of course. Let me know there in the comments box if I'm audible enough. I wouldn't. Wish to be yapping and yapping for no particular purpose at all. Finding out later that my mic was not audible. We have Kasozi there on table 5, who's gonna wrap up this game. Lands perfectly on the black. So there are other two games which are not really so visible from our angle here. But then I will update you on what's happening on those other two. Where is the scoreline for? So the current score is 3 to South Africa and 2 Uganda. It's a best of 25 frames, of course, with the maximum score most likely to be 12-13. That is the most extreme number of points that each team can accumulate in achieving the 25 frames as one of the best. Will you let me know there in the comments box where I'm audible enough? Let me know there in the comments box where I'm audible enough, guys. I will sort of appreciate your interaction here with me. Okay, thank you so much there, Max and Munro VVS. I really do appreciate.
Goodbye, white balls. The white balls have arrived.
Just kind of like this.
All right, there will be moments whereby I will have to speak a little bit softer. I temper with the players' thought process. My name is Manjaro. I'm all the way from South Africa. And I must say, of course, commentators must not be biased. So I promise that under no circumstances will my commentating lean towards the favor of the South African team. A nice finish there by Shane, the one that we have just saw now. So South Africa are up by 3 frames, and there's a third game there which is in progress. With Mura again. I know it's a bit too early to tell, but then, who do you fancy winning the team's comp? And while you are at it, who do you fancy to also win the men's section, which will of course commence by tomorrow? There's so much money here at stake, 50,000 rands going to the first place of the men's section.
A very good morning, Ugandan. A very good morning, Africa. Once again, welcome to this live. This is the Uganda polo crane team, the first team. They are battling against the South African third team, and currently right now we're watching Ibla Sajemba de Kira in a frame. Currently they are trailing by 3 frames to 2, 4 frames to 2, and a maximum of 25 frames should be going to be played. This is the Ultimate Polo Championship, African Ultimate Polo Championship happening, taking place in South Africa at a place called Mpumalanga. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second game of the day, by the way, by Team Uganda. The first one they just won against the Namibian team by 24 frames to 1 in one of the most one-sided game of the team event we have watched so far. And now the Kira is only 2 reds away to pull one back.
In the comment section there to make that up. And nope, it was not Mzamo. It was definitely not Mzamo. But then, thank you. Okay, that's a very nice finish there by Ibrahim Sajemba. Uganda does pull one back now. I'll give you the score update in just a second. I'm just waiting for Peter to come here and update it for you guys. No, it was not Aiden either. It was not. So there is one other player from Uganda who's noticeably not here with us. I can no longer say he's an upcoming player, but he has arrived. And a very young man. And I know we all know who I'm speaking of. So I go there and I approach. Where's that young man? That young man has the same stroke as you. Almost at the same stance as you. Have you taught this young man to play pool? Because he's very talented. At the age of 14, that is a very tender age, and then he's already showing such excellence on the pool table. You can simply imagine how he will be by the time he's about 20 or middle 20. He is going to be a formidable one, of course. And that's Harvard Mukisa, a very, very great young man. Yes, indeed, the charity Andrew. Ibrahim Sajemba was playing against with Zimorage, and he was leading by a mile. I remember I was chanting in the background. I was saying, there are pool players in the world, and there is Ibrahim Sajemba. So we are going to be moving a little bit from one table to another, because the actions for this game, South Africa against Uganda, are not only on one table. We have 3 tables which are side by side concurrently. So for those reasons, we will be moving around to try to provide you with the best action possible without limiting other actions which are happening on the other tables. So the score is 6-5 in favor of South Africa. It's a best of 25 frames, of course. Yes, 6-5 South Africa. Almost a mistake there by Towis on the other table. Yeah, that's a nice put in there
as
by
I've heard the commentator on the venue, it is 6-5.
And as
South
Peter
Africa
Chobe
in the
always
lead
says,
against
the frame is gone. It's only a matter of formalities and the code.
As it
And
goes,
he is
maybe as
here
it
just
is,
besides
maybe
me.
you may think
I
that
thought that
Uganda
first I
will
would be a little bit
having
anxious,
their
but
first
then I
defeat.
have settled quite well.
Nonetheless,
You know, the
South
presence
Africa,
of
once again,
a legendary commentator
and
besides
extends
you,
their lead to
it sort of
7
gets into your
frames.
nerves and you become anxious. But,
7 frames
I think I'm
to
doing quite well. Do you want us to
5
move, Peter?
in just a game that has just
Which one?
concluded
Oh,
on the
we'll have
table
this
where
one,
you
yeah.
see Caesar right now
yeah.
standing.
The man here who's in the camera, of course, needs no introduction. Uganda's most prominent pool player, Uganda's most precious
And
asset.
as well, Herbert
This is the
Mukisa
wonder kid.
reached
This is
South
the
Africa.
captain.
We shall be seeing him in one
Captain Cook
or
himself,
two maybe
Caesar
actions in the
is
dead
about to
palm.
step up and give us a bit of his experience and artistic play here on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, Caesar Chandiga is going for the break. And he unfortunately gets a dry break, of which
Caesar breaks
Mr. Wayne
dry,
here
ladies
will
and
most
gentlemen.
likely going to try to make the
And
most
the
of
ball
this.
are well sprint on the table.
The score line
Singles
currently
are
is
like
7-5 in
here.
favor of
This there.
South Africa.
That's what determines the ultimate pool, ladies and gentlemen.
Peter, I think I can safely say that the South African team is mostly made up of guys who've been in this game for far too long. Yes. Legends. I think they should have just called it the legends. Yes. They have been.
75.
I tried to calculate the
Talent.
number of years that all of them have together. I could say they have more than 75 years of experience within all of them.
Altogether, it's more than a century, more than 100.
Yes, more than a century. this is the experience that is there on the table up against the young side of Uganda with so much talent. And then knowing that Caesar is the talisman, so you can never say that experience and being a legend has a favor here or an advantage. No, it does not.
Yeah,
It does
go
not.
for the game.
Just go for the game.
But it is showing in their play that they are experienced guys.
Yeah, it's showing that they are experienced guys. And I think when they made up this team, they knew it's like they selected some aspect or characteristics that will make up the team become made of legends only. Because I cannot see a player from this team who has not played pool for at least less than 10 years. All of
them way more than 20. That's why
Yes.
for the 5 of them, it's more than 100 years of experience.
most definitely.
Actually, some of them were playing pool before some of the players on the
We're born, yes. Wait, Zumara, for example, he has been playing. Even in the late 90s, he was playing.
He's a former South African champion, former African champion, former world champion. He has done everything there is in pool.
Yes. Are we going to be having any money matches, do you think, today? Or the players would rather wait for...
Money matches are, if that happen, most likely, if I'm involving the Ugandans, it's most likely to be perhaps Sunday and Monday, because the tournament is ending on Saturday, but they are here and only leaving on Tuesday.
Okay.
As for Caesar himself, is likely to proceed to Cape Town.
Oh, okay.
From here to have some sessions there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There we have it, guys. There's a possibility that the Ugandans talisman might be headed to Cape Town after the tournament has closed, of course, to play many sessions against the Cape Townians.
Yeah, and he has some unfinished business there. He was there earlier this year, and he'll definitely have some work to do there.
Yeah, indeed, he does have some unfinished business. So. Should we combine them? Yeah, we can. Oh, okay. Hello there, 2 Pixels aside. Sorry to just jump in like that. Actually been making some commentary on the other platforms. This is Manjaro, all the way from South Africa, and then I will be bringing you this beautiful action between
yellow.
the powerhouses of South African pool, I can say, arguably South Africa versus Uganda. We know that this fixture, Uganda versus South Africa, is always thrilling and enticing. So the score is 9-5 so far in favor of South Africa, and it is the best of 25 frames. With the South African side mostly made up of experts, players who've been in this field for far too long. And as I was saying to Peter earlier on, is that on the South African side, there's more than 100 years of pool experience. We have the great weights, we have Tuis, we have Shane Pillay, and some of them have also won international trophies before other opponents of theirs from the Ugandan team were born. When Zimura started playing this, I don't recall which year it was, but then
after breaking the draw,
he became very prominent in terms of South African pool fraternity in the late stages of the then early 1990s
and this
to the early 2000s. And then I said that some of his opponents from the Ugandan team were not even born. So you can just become thrilled by the statistics. Although this team of Uganda, we know what they do. We know what Caesar Shandiga can do. We know what Ibrahim Sajemba can do. We know what Kasozi can do. So this is one of the greatest fixtures. I, in my opinion, would love to call South Africa versus Uganda as an El Clasico. The same level as when Real Madrid are playing Barcelona in Spain, when Inter Milan are playing AC Milan there in Italy, when Manchester United are playing either Liverpool or Arsenal,
Back
and
making
we
it
didn't wish
6-9.
to include Man City
Best of 25.
on those ranks since well they just arrived about a few years ago. I know I'm gonna get a little bit of bashing from you comments guys there, especially the Man City fans. But then anyways, this is the kind of analogy that is expressed here when South Africa are playing against Uganda. The stakes are always high. The pride is always at stake. Fans in the comments box going against one another. But then at the end of the day, we are thrilled by what these two nations are providing to us. So the current score is actually sitting at 9-5 with South Africa leading there. Will Caesar and his man pull one back? Will they take a very uncomfortable step down the Kilimanjaro mountain in order to seek redemption and ultimately win this? I guess the only way to find out is to stick around. When you go to the bathroom, go with your device. When you do just about anything, don't leave those monitors. This is a very beautiful game. I'm enjoying it. Peter. Let me know what you think there in the comments box. 529 people live. This is so good.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is
Score is 10-5,
9-6.
Okay, we just got confirmation.
Best of 20 minutes. A winner have to score at least.
Okay, a bit of scoreline error there
You
from
have at least to
Peter.
score.
The score is still 9-6.
13 of the
We
25
do apologize for
frames
that.
to win the frame, to win the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Baron on this table up against Caesar himself. And then we have Ibrahim Sajemba there on the other table against the Toes. It is still a little bit early to tell whether South Africa are gonna march forward and claim this match, or will Uganda try to catch up a little bit closer to the finish line and snatch away this
This is
win
a
from
very
the South Africans
very
when they
experienced South
thought
African
that they
team.
had it. And for the football fans, I must say the national team of South Africa have to play with their hearts out. It is a do or die game tonight at 6 p.m. against the motivated Rwanda. Although their performance was a little bit disheartening and frustrating the other day when they played Zimbabwe, it looks like their chances of qualifications to the USA, Mexico, and Canada FIFA World Cup in 2026, they seem to be on the pipeline. Anyways, coming back here to the table, we have Darren who's at the visit. All right, post that one nicely to set up the
Ladies and
second
gentlemen,
last
the
yellow
guy
ball.
is just running for
I think
the
he's gonna
table,
try
he's
to
going for the
put this one and
match.
go behind
It
this
means he is
these
in
two red
trouble,
balls closest to our
using
camera.
yet
Line up
another
for the
frame.
center pocket and the rest as Peter. Yes, Zambia is missing out. Unfortunately, Royd is here. He has made up a team with Omari. He has made up a team with, I forgot the other two players. I do know them for a fact.
Just a reminder, after this session, we have a management meeting. After this session, all managers can be meet down
That's a win there for Darren against Caesar Chandika. He didn't have a sniff of this game, unfortunately, due to his dry break. And Darren did make the most of it. The score is 10-6 now in favor of South Africa. Slowly and surely, it seems that South Africa's legendary players are marching towards the victory line.
After seeing Caesar losing the frame, after breaking it dry, and now the sharpshooter Kasos Joseph is here on this table right now. Let's see what he can do. They need to pull up their socks, maybe, because if it goes as it is, it means they will be losing their very first match. Because now the size they are leading by 4 frames. That is 10-6. It means they only need 3 frames to win the match. Nonetheless, still the Ugandans can turn this thing around if they can go the way. And pulls one back. Now the sharpshooter goes.
Pool fraternity. Caesar Chandiga, of course, himself.
Kasos breaks.
Yes, I am well, Gafiso. Nice to hear from you as
Oh
well.
my goodness, it's another dry break from the sharpshooter.
I'm very
Wow.
impressed with the performance of the South Africans. They are way more experienced, and it's showing on the table. And I've just been discussing with that maybe they deserve the tag South Africa A more than the team that registered as the A team, because they are playing way better than the A team. The A team has lost 2 matches. These guys are unbeaten, and they look like one of now the tournament favorites, just on the evidence of this match. One of the Ugandans, Ian, has lost 3 matches, all by upwards, green upwards, break and finish. That is Ian. I've seen Wetsi Maraki breaking and finish 2 frames so far, and most of the action has been just one visit of the table. It's world-class pool that the South Africans are playing.
Yes, I fully concur there, Peter. This team of South Africa is well motivated. They are showing the experience that is very necessary and important if they are going to go forward and win this tournament ultimately. Yes.
We look forward to seeing them in the latter stages of the competition, because it's only preliminary rounds. It will be the top 8 who will make the quarterfinals. Then from there on, it will be straight knockout. So after the preliminaries, it is now a fresh chapter for everybody.
Yes, the tournament does take its turn and new shape, whereby the most likely to win will be there after the preliminaries. So just brace yourself there. This is going to be a very interesting tournament, I must say. So the score line is 10-6 in favor of South Africa, with the frame number 17, 18, and 19 currently taking place on these 3 respective tables. Bringing you live, it's Manjaro. Of course, I do have the honor of presenting this by none other than Mr. Chove himself, Peter, and also Francis Mukwekwe. This is broadcasted on the Break and Finish Live and Q Pixels. So please like, share, and support. It's a very good thing to support local YouTube and Facebook platforms, guys. That is the right thing to do. Like, share, and support. Tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends that it's happening in Mbombela, Nelspruit, South Africa, at Ebundu Lodge, where all the powerhouses of pool in Africa have all assembled. I have not seen my size. I looked around. I actually wanted to to play a few money sessions. I know I'm rusty and I'm a big fish, but I can't find my sizes here. Not even Peter is my size. Otherwise, I will just be donating. So, anyways, back to the table. Wedzimura, I guess, seems like he's gonna go and try to put that black on the corner pocket on the other side of the table, of course. And he does so
Ladies and
perfectly.
gentlemen,
So the score now is 11-6
another
in favor of the legendary South African team.
You gone.
And then
11,
this South African side is showing that
South Africa team
experience is of
three,
utmost
Nigeria.
importance
They
here.
now only need these 2 frames to win the
I've been
match.
looking at the quality of shots that they are executing. It's next level stuff, honestly. Any team that will want to get in the way of this team will have to match the standards or even play better. 11-6. So we have frame 19, 20 and 21 happening right now. The game is on. South Africa's side is leading Uganda by 5 frames. It's a race to 15, basically. The other team being 13 if that's the case. So let's see how it goes. You know, the issue of dry breaks, you know, breaks are a very unloyal partner. Today they are loyal to you, tomorrow they are not. So from my level of playing and understanding the game, I don't know what makes it to be a good break whenever each person is actually playing there. What is it that must be done to constitute it to a good break? I will have a good break today and follow the same pattern and execution of power on the stroke when I'm on the break. But then the results will, for some reason, differ. So breaking is a very unfaithful territory one would surely find themselves in, especially in this level of expertise. You break, you fail to pot, and then you are gone. Or you break, you pot, and miss a chance, and then you are gone. So the scoreline is 11-6 now in favor of the South African side. It seems like there's a little bit of a Kilimanjaro mountain for the Ugandan players to climb.
Ladies and gentlemen, the guys extends
But
their game cushion
one
to
cannot
6.
safely conclude
Leading
that
by 6 frame,
this is
0
gone.
frame to 6.
No, it
they
isn't.
just only need 1 frame to win
the
the match.
Ugandan side is made up of great young players, of course. And then we know what they have done in the past. We know their strengths. We know their capabilities. And Caesar Chandika gets a 10 on the table. To his skewed, unfortunately. And then we should know that by seeing the standards, this game is unfortunately gone. Yes, indeed, this game looks like it's gone. Caesar eliminating each ball at a 10.
The Scorpion
And
with a
before
single
you
visit
know it,
is
there will
2
just
euros
be
now.
a black ball left there on the table,
This flame you can
of which
declare
will
it
be
as good as
the
gold.
reality in
Putting the
about
one with
5
diagonal corner pocket
to
of the screen, Caesar
0
Chandiga
seconds.
onto the black.
The black
8 ball.
will be potted, and
Caesar
Uganda
pots,
does pull one back.
and it's
The
now
score is 11-7. South
7-12.
Africa still in the lead. That was an unfortunate mistake there by Tewis. Seemingly the South Africans were going to extend the lead. However, due to that error, that minute error, Caesar knew that if I don't punish this now, there will not be any opportunity to punish it. So he just took the chance there with both hands and be like, thank you, Mr. Tewis. I really appreciate for your influence. And then as such, you will reap the rewards of having committed the foul, and then the rewards are a loss, of course. Yes, Peter? Yes, we can, Peter. Okay. We will be with you just now, guys. We are moving from one station to the next.
Let's first do the weight
In the camera view, the guy moves to a table where there is the crane captain. That is none other than Rashid Wagaba. Dogo Stay is shooting quite well. You may tip with the captain to make it maybe 8, 11. If you can put this remaining yellow and then get Sekiria Chubo to put the 8 ball. Sharp cut to put the 8 ball
Alright,
to the corner pocket.
we are up on the other
screen
table
on
now.
the left.
What is the score?
And
The score is
Dogo Stay makes
15-8,
it
with
8.
Kazibwe pulling one back.
11 once again. Pulling one back by one back, maybe to make an equalizer, maybe also go on and win the match.
So this is we do have another game that side, by Shane Park. What is happening on table 2? No, it's fine. It's still okay. At least it's visible. Both tables are visible. So the current score is 15-8. 15-8. South Africa on the lead. And then mathematically, Uganda will not be winning this. So all the games need to be played to completion. So we do have here the world champion, Africa's champion, former champion, Wedzimura again, up against the man there himself, Ibrahim Sejemba. It's been a very great performance here from the in-stroke legendary team
from
of
the
South
other table,
Africa.
it shows that you already the South African has won the match.
And there's been
Just
a few
trying to
mistakes there by the Uganda side. Unfortunately,
Make it 25.
the other team punished them each time they
Ugandan
committed
boys,
that.
the
And that
team
is
A win,
a well-executed
loses
shot
their
there by
first
Wetsim
match.
Mrake. Textbook stuff. I think it's just gonna roll the yellow. Wherever the white lands, is on it, irrespective. I think we can try to work this out. That was not the intended shot there by former world and African champion and South African champion.
And without a
Butsi
benefit of
Morake.
doubt, these guys have lost this match because of their dry blacks. If you've been following the match, you can tell.
Oh, what would have that shot been had the black went in? Yeah, that's a beautiful shot there by Wedzi. Not giving Ibrahim Sajamba a bit of an easy shot here to make. Well, he does see this one closest to him, it goes to the center pocket. But then of what happens of the white after then? Oh, he was a bit lucky there. He almost missed. Two problem balls, of course, have been the one there on the other side of the range. But then if he eliminates each one of these balls one by one, he shall have a few options to play the bank shot on both those two balls there on that other side of the cushion. Another pool match is in action there on table 2. Kasozi is playing against Shane. Mr. Parker himself. So this legendary team of South Africa seems a bit like a menace to society. Any team that is going to step up and then push them out of their way, they will really have to be performing very great. Otherwise, by the looks of things on paper, it does look like this is going to be a formidable team. So I was speaking to Aiden Joseph, to Caesar Chandiga and Ganda Ganda, asking them if there's going to be any money matches maybe today. No one is interested. Actually, there are those that are interested, and then the others they fancy having to play the money sessions after the comp has closed. So, but then anything can happen. I mean, we are here the entire day, and whenever that you are off the table, it sort of calls your name when you are a committed pool player. So we might be having money matches, hopefully. So I stood here up until about 11 p.m. last night. Most players were playing. It was nice, it was quiet. Although Caesar was not here, I think he had went to his hotel and rested. And then other players, the Tanzanians and some Ugandans, they remained, and it was so lovely. What a beautiful atmosphere, guys, pool brings to us. And he makes it look easy. When you thought the frame is gone, and when you thought your opponent has no way of pulling one back here, he does exactly as Ibrahim Sajamba has just showed us. I mean, if we can just rewind the two problem balls. Peter, that frame, if you were playing against
Africa is the crown, let the legacy grow. Pool is our life, from tournaments to money matches. That's how we survive. Africa is the crown, let the legacy grow. Africa kuchalo. Just wanted to thank the people that have helped to grow the sport. Thanks Mr. Rio Soko, na Francis Mukoko for the strings and the famous commentary ya Peter Jobe na beautiful voice ya Priscilla. Kama moyo usimami mara, hivyo mchezaji wa pool ushika kijiti thabiti mwenye hekima na sitikiswa na dhoruba. Leo tulinya wa hulu utaka kwenyika nyaya ya blue. Safari ya mchezo tunaibeba mbele. In Africa we play no games. Cue in hand history made. For the legends, let's celebrate.
Me, like for example, and I'm on the black, and I would have thought that there's no coming back. Did you see the setup of those balls?
The thing with international 8-ball rules
Yes.
is that there's no free shot, there are no two shots.
Yes.
So even when you play snooker, your opponent may either, because first of all the angle is quite easy
Yes.
for players of that level.
Yes.
Secondly, even if the opponent doesn't find the black,
Yeah.
you still have just one shot.
Yeah.
So the best option is to go
Finish.
for the frame. Try and go for the frame.
Exactly.
Probably maybe the best finished frame of the match.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah. Yes.
It was
Yes.
in a losing effort for the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah. Because I mean, I must be. If I were in Weti's mind, I would have long concluded that he had won that game. I think he thought that he won it.
I think he didn't think he had won it, but it's a nice way to seal off the game.
Yes.
And a nice way to see how good the South Africa is.
Indeed.
The South Africa 3 team is.
Yeah.
For me, the way they have played, they should be the South Africa 1 because they are that good.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I think as well. So if any of the players in South Africa's one are gonna be watching this video, we are just giving our opinions as commentators.
As commentators.
We do not in any way undermine your expertise
Yeah.
or anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
The commentators will also have an opinion,
An opinion.
an impartial one,
Yeah.
and without fear or favor.
Yeah, exactly. So
So yes, I'm with the man here himself, Peter Chowe, Africa's greatest commentator. They usually compare you to Peter Drury, you know, the Englishman in football.
they are kind with their words, but I love Peter Drury. Yeah?
Yes, yes. Oh, you share the name. Oh my gosh, you even share the first name. Peter, indeed, man. Yeah. No, Peter. By the way, my name is Manjaro, man.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Manjaro. Nice sharing our passion.
It's an honor, man.
Yeah.
And also thank you for giving me.
So
the platform. Yeah.
you stay around Mbombela or something?
No,